Yeah. What's up with y'all, boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here, continuing to cook up and break down some of this NBA action. Welcome back to the best NBA betting podcast on the planet, Jay's NBA Jam Session. Man, we got 7 games tonight from the NBA, and I'm just here to let you guys know my thoughts, opinions, and how I see tonight's action playing out. Last night was the bounce back night that I needed, man. I had one play officially. I attacked plus money. I had the Memphis Grizzlies outright money line Friday night at home, continuing to fade the hell out of the Los Angeles Clippers, man, and we came out of there profitable. So just looking to keep momentum rolling forward into tonight. Hopefully the cold streak is officially over. And as I usually tell y'all, man, when cold streaks come to an end, they're usually a generational heater. On the back end of that, man, the OGs on this show will tell you. And we usually get hotter than fish grease, man. So we'll see if that's the case following this cold streak, man. But it's money-making Saturday, man. We got college football championship Saturday. We got a really healthy card from college hoops, and the NBA got some action tonight, man. And I'm just here to let you guys know my thoughts and opinions. Appreciate y'all more than y'all know. All I ask is that you smash the like button for me, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Without further ado, man, let's do what we do. We just kick the crap out of the books. And without further ado, man, let's hop right into tonight's NBA action. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get her done. First game on the board. Got the New Orleans Pelicans out on the road facing the Brooklyn Nets. Nets, 3.5-point home favorites in this one. I think the line tells you everything you need to know. No need to overcomplicate this one. I like the Nets laying the points short, sweet, simple. I think the line tells you, hey, the Pelicans are that damn bad. The Pelicans, in my mind, are the only team that's outright tanking already. Their players have given up on them. No effort, no urgency. Their fans have given up on them. They're not showing up to their home games. The Pelicans are basically giving out tickets for free. This team has already fired their head coach. I want nothing to do with New Orleans. On the other side, while the Nets are a bad basketball team, effort is what I'm looking for. And I think the Nets will just have the better effort at home tonight. The Nets are a TikTok reel style team. At least they're out there trying to create fun highlights to get TikTok edits. And while I probably won't have any money on this game tonight, I damn sure won't be putting no money on the Pelicans. Give me Brooklyn. They're just a team playing with the more urgency, with the more effort. Pelicans are tanking. I'll lay the points with the Nets here in our first game of the night. We'll keep it rolling, man. We head over to Washington, where the Wizards are 9-point home underdogs with the Atlanta Hawks rolling in. Hawks, they're on a back end of a back-to-back with travel following a heartbreaking loss last night at home. They should have beat the Nuggets. They should have won that game. They did lose. They covered, though. Now they're on a back end of a back-to-back with travel, expected to win by double digits. It's not a great spot. I like them, though. I'm going to take the Hawks. I'm going to lay the points in this one. The thing I love most here in this game is this is a revenge game for Atlanta. Last time they played the Wizards took the Hawks behind the woodshed. Surprised the hell out of me. I think the Hawks got that in there at the front of their mind. Coming off the ugly loss last night, they should be motivated to come in here tonight and kick the crap out of a team they're head and shoulders better than that they lost to in ugly fashion last time. Keep an eye on the injury report in this one. It looks like Trae Young could be making his return back to the lineup. He's been out over a month or so, but he could be back tonight. I just think this is a good get back to regular schedule programming style spot for the Hawks. Wizards, they're that bad. Pelicans, the worst team in the league. Wizards 29. I would probably say Nets 28. We'll see what happens. I like the Hawks. They should beat up on the Wizards in this one. Keep it rolling. We head over to Cleveland, where the Cavs, 8-point home favorites over the Golden State Warriors. Cleveland, they're on a back end of a back-to-back. No travel. They were at home last night. They did beat up, win, and cover over the San Antonio Spurs. I thought that was a fairly good spot for Cleveland in this one and that one last night, and I think it's another good spot for them again tonight. I'm just looking for them to keep momentum rolling forward. I want nothing to do with Golden State on the road. It's really just that simple. They did compete with Philadelphia last time they played, which was 2 nights ago. But this team is severely banged up. They haven't played well on the road all season long, and I don't think they match up well with Cleveland. I think Cleveland's size will just be too much for Golden State to overcome. So give me Cleveland, laying the points in this one. I just want nothing to do with Golden State out on the road. We keep rolling. We got the Pistons laying 12.5 points on the Milwaukee Bucks. No Giannis, no Bucks. It's that short, sweet, and simple for me. Also, don't like the spot for Milwaukee. Milwaukee's on the back end of a back-to-back with travel. We saw these boys at home yesterday against Philadelphia. They got beat up. They lost the game by 15 points. Now they have to travel to the best team in the East right now, the Pistons. The Pistons did win yesterday. I do not believe they covered over the Blazers, but they're comfortable at home. They've been a different team, monster and animal at home. And again, no Giannis, no Bucks. It's just that short, sweet, and simple for me. I'm not in love with the roster for Milwaukee without Giannis. And I think Detroit handles business. So I'm going to lay the points with the Pistons here in this one. We got the Kings out on the road facing the Heat. Heat, 8-point favorites in this one. Miami, they're on a back end of a back-to-back with travel. They were in Orlando last night. They lost 106-105. They come back home here, and they should win this game. I'm taking a lot of teams that played yesterday, and it kind of makes my stomach hurt, but I think they're all justified. Reason being in this one is the Kings are that damn bad. Short, sweet, simple. They're that damn bad. I think the talent gap between these two teams is this significant. You got a team like Miami, well-coached, play tough, play through to the final whistle, going up against a Kings team that who the hell knows what's going on with them. So give me Miami. Coming off the ugly loss to their rival yesterday. Not a whole lot of travel. Orlando back home to Miami. I think they beat up on the Kings. Don't like the Kings cross country in this spot. We got the Clippers on the back end of a back-to-back with travel. We faded them last night. They were in Memphis where they lost that game. They now head to Minnesota. I'm going to take Minnesota. I'm going to lay the points with them. Y'all know it's not often I lay double digits with the Timberwolves. Reason being is I have a nickname for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They are called the House of Disappointment. And it's because typically when we trust Minnesota to kick the crap out of somebody at home, they almost never do it. I think tonight they do it, though. The Clippers are that damn bad. I want nothing to do with them, and they're on the outright fade list. We're just going to continue to fade this team until given a reason not to. The Clippers been dealing with a lot of drama heading into this season, and it just seems to get worse week after week. First, they had the Steve Ballmer stuff coming into the season, paying the Kawhi Leonard under the table. Then they had the Ty Lue mixed in the Chauncey Billups gambling scandal. Then just this past week, they send arguably their best player in franchise history, Chris Paul, home, acting like it's his fault that this team is that damn bad. I just don't like all the drama going on with the Clippers. I don't like the way they're playing. I damn sure don't want to take them out on the road. Minnesota, for the most part this season, they've played really well against the bad teams, and then they struggled in the step-up games. Well, the Clippers are a bad team. Minnesota should flood them tonight. I'm going to take the T-Wolves, lay the points here in this one. Last and final game of the night, we got the Houston Rockets out on the road facing the Dallas Mavericks. Mavs, 8.5-point home underdogs in this one. The Dallas Mavericks are on the back end of a back-to-back with travel. We've seen them get flooded yesterday in Oklahoma City. I'm going to take the Rockets in this one. The Rockets are the third best team in the West. Rockets are playing a really good brand of basketball. Rockets have been dominant from an ATS perspective out on the road. The talent gap between these two teams, in my mind, is pretty significant. Keep it on the injury report in this one, but it's Rockets for me. They should win this game by double digits. I just don't think Dallas has the horses to keep up, especially not on the back end of a back-to-back with travel. You played the first best team in the West, the best team in the NBA last night, and now you got to get up and get ready for the Rockets the next night. It's just a bad scheduling spot. I think they lose. I'll lay the points here in our last and final game of the night. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That's all. That concludes another episode of Jay's NBA Jam Session. I appreciate each and every one of you that continue to tune in, watch this show, and watch these episodes. All I ask is that you smash that like button for me. You subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, man, if you're rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Instagram and Twitter all day long. There's a link for both in the description below. And of course, I have premium plays over at the site. Last night was the bounce back night that I needed. I had one play officially. It was the Memphis Grizzlies outright money line at home as a home underdog, and they got it done for us, man. So hopefully that ends the cold streak, and we get ready to heat up, man. So as I tell y'all, and the OGs will tell you as well, when the cold streak ends, there's usually a generational heater on the back end of that, man, we typically get hotter than fish grease. So we'll see if that's the case for us coming off of this one. So if you believe me, hop on with me over at Pickdawgz Premium. There is where I have my plays that I personally have the most money on a night-to-night basis. Yeah, appreciate y'all more than y'all know. See y'all tomorrow. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs. I'm out of here. Peace.